More of your calls on the Friday Wrap, 1300 222 774. Greg in Canterbury, morning to you, Greg. Welcome to the Wrap.
Thank you, John. Liberty, you're ducking and weaving and you're not doing a very good job of it. You made the statement that you and your husband want to be totally transparent. Well, clearly you're not. How can anyone forget a $2 million home and not declare it? Come on, don't treat us as idiots.
Thanks, Greg. Look, I don't think anyone suggested he forgot it. I think the suggestion has been that he omitted it from the register. And he has said he's made that mistake. He's done all he can to correct that immediately. And that I don't know what else you want from him. But, that's what you need to do upon it. That's what you need to do upon it being brought to your attention.
Greg, the best analysis I've seen was the point on Twitter from someone saying, well, if you can't fill in the form properly, how do we know you're going to run a department? That's the most telling point I've seen made. What do you make of that?
I think that's a very, very good comment, and I just don't cop it that he forgot to fill it out. Come on.
Well, look, we've heard from Di Natale this morning, and actually my heart does go out to him because it sounds like he's found himself in a similar situation. People do make mistakes. I was thinking about the example of the Vic Roads registrations actually this morning, about how they stopped sending out reminders and people were forgetting to register their cars again because they weren't being reminded. And in fact, upon hearing that on your program, John, I actually made it my business to send an SMS to the minister saying this is not good enough. But people didn't forget in that situation that they had a car. They forgot to register their vehicle. And that's because they weren't reminded. People do make mistakes. Is it an adequate explanation? Well, it is the explanation. It's not an excuse for what happened, but it is the explanation. If that's not satisfactory for you, Greg, and I see you live in Canterbury, so you probably won't be either voting for or against David, but if that's not adequate for you, that's fine. But if it's adequate for others, then I certainly do understand that. I think the important thing is honesty and transparency. Upon it being brought to David's attention, he has done all he can to correct the record.
Greg?
Spoken like a true solicitor too, Liberty. For God's sake, what's where I live got anything to do with it? You're ducking and weaving. You are not being honest.
Okay, good to get your views, Greg, and good that you've had a chance to express yourself.